After missing 5 straight games, Sacramento Kings star point guard De'Aaron Fox returned last night to help the Kings grab a 132-120 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Even though last night was Fox's first game played in the month of November, the Kings are still currently riding a 3-game win streak, and today I want to break down why this Sacramento Kings team can't be slept on and had the potential to make a solid playoff run come April. If you guys enjoyed the video though, then please give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button and notification bell. As mentioned, the Kings grabbed a 132-120 victory over the Cavs last night, and while Fox played great, he wasn't the only Kings player who impressed, as Murray, Fox, Sabonis, and Harden all scored over 20 points, and both Malik Monk and Sasha Vezenkov contributed with double-digit scoring nights off the bench. This Kings team clearly has a deep team and some solid options. However, De'Aaron Fox truly raises this Kings team's level of play drastically. Not only does he have the 17th best net rating of any player in the league this season, but if we look at how the Kings fare with versus without Fox, the Sacramento Kings have a 105.5 offensive rating without Fox on the court this season, meaning if they played every game without Fox, they'd have the second worst rating in the league. However, with him, the Kings have a 122.5 rating, which is half a point higher than the team that currently ranks number 1 in the league in that area, the Indiana Pacers. In addition, if we look at their net rating to show how much better or worse they are on both sides of the ball with versus without Fox, the Kings come in with a net rating of -7 without Fox this season, bad enough to make them the 4th worst team in the league if they were without Fox in every game, but they have a net rating of +6 with Fox, good enough to make them the 6th best team in the league if Fox had played in every game this season. If we look at how the Kings starting lineup with Fox has fared among others around the league this season, they've scored the 2nd most points of any lineup that's been on the floor this entire season, only behind the Miami Heat starting lineup from their first 2 games of the season. So they've put up more points together than almost every other lineup besides one in the league this season, and have put up more points per game together than the 2 teams you can see here, the starting lineup from the Eastern Conference's 2nd-seeded Celtics and the starters from the reigning champion Denver Nuggets, who currently hold the West's 1st seed. While I'm not saying the Kings are better than those 2 teams and their lineup has played less games than the Nuggets or Celtics, I think that's still impressive nonetheless. That Kings lineup is also doing that while shooting 50.7% from the field, 45% from deep, and 64.5% from the line, which they'll definitely need to improve on. And if we compare those numbers to the Celtics and Nuggets lineups, their field goal percentage and free throw percentage is worse than both. So if they want to get to the level of a contender like that, they'll definitely need to improve in those areas. They are attempting 4.1 more shots from the field than the Celtics are per game, and 3.1 more shots from the field than the Nuggets lineup is also, as well as getting to the line more per game than both of those teams. So of course, that could shrew their numbers a bit, and just keep that in mind. The Kings also have one of the most effective duos in the league this season, as Fox and Keegan Murray are the 4th highest scoring duo in the NBA for the season, which is great to see for them. The Kings trio of Fox, Sabonis, and Murray are also tied with, go figure, their own other tandem of Fox, Murray, and Barnes for the 10th most points per game of any trio in the league this season. However, despite scoring the 4th most points per game of any 2-man lineup on the season, if we look at the 2-man lineups of any Kings players who have played more than 30 minutes together, Fox with JaVale McGee, as well as Fox with Kings offseason signing Sasha Vezenkov, come in with the 2 highest net ratings. This makes sense, as while Fox's speed and active hands on defense have been his 2 best traits going back to college and high school in my eyes, he's a tremendous passer and playmaker as well. This also adds up, as McGee, Murray, and Vezenkov are all very good defenders, so them being options for Fox to connect with on offense, as well as also hold down their own on defense, makes sense as why Fox has thrived with those 3 men. Vezenkov specifically, though, is one guy who I think will surprise many people this season. Most fans know Fox is elite in the transition game, so having a guy like Vezenkov is perfect, as on this play from last night, the Kings wanted the 2-for-1 opportunity and wanted to push it forward, and Vezenkov runs the wing and gets rewarded with the 3-ball here. The Cavs looked confused in transition, and you can see Vezenkov's quick release and high IQ came up big for the Kings. This play from the first quarter is also great from Vezenkov. You have 5 out with Sabonis at the top, and Vezenkov fakes a pin down after the pass and sprints to work the handoff with Sabonis. If you've watched Kings basketball this season, then you've seen defenses go under on handoffs versus Vezenkov, and he's made them pay like he does here. He's a confident and high IQ player, and having someone to make shots and also play solid defense off the bench is another reason I think this Kings team is a scary sleeper team this season. While I talked about both guys when going over last night's game, I do want to highlight Keegan Murray and Domantas Sabonis a bit more, as Murray led the team in plus-minus rating last night, further showing his great two-way play that I mentioned before to go along with his 5 3-pointers made, just showing why Murray in his second season is such an elite option for the Kings and will only continue to improve in my eyes. And in terms of the Kings' second option, Domantas Sabonis, he nearly had a triple-double in last night's game, as he was 1 rebound shy with 9 rebounds to go along with his 23 points, 10 assists, and 2 blocks. Sabonis was the first Kings player to put up those numbers since DeMarcus Cousins, which says a lot about how great he's playing. Sabonis' playmaking for a big man is truly solid and makes sense as to why, despite missing Fox for 5 of their 9 games so far, they have the 9th most assists per game this season and average 28.8 when Fox is healthy and out there helping facilitate alongside Sabonis, which would give them the 4th most per game in the league. So while this Kings team might not be looked at as highly as teams such as the Celtics, Nuggets, or Bucks, I do think you need to keep your eye on them, as they have a number of under-the-radar or sneaky good players, and I think they'll continue to only improve with the fact that they have many young players playing key roles for them, whether they start or come off the bench. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments about this Kings team or any players or things that we talked about today. If you enjoyed the video though, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm SCJ and I am out. Peace.